Do you know? The predatory arapaima is one of the biggest of all freshwater fish. It is found in the murky flooded waters of the Amazon River and uses a special lung to breathe air. Every 10 minutes, it rises to the surface to take a gulp or, if it is hungry, to grab an unsuspecting bird. Bull shark. Unusually for sharks, this underwater predator can survive in fresh water and occasionally wanders up the rivers, far from the salty ocean. Here it continues to hunt, even when close to the riverbank and near people. This behavior, along with its massive jaws and big appetite, makes it a potentially dangerous shark. Camel spider. This 8-legged desert hunter is not venomous, but it makes up for this by having enormous jaws. After chasing down or ambushing prey, a camel spider uses its jaws like pincers to rip the victim apart while it is still struggling, even snapping through tiny bones. Clouded leopard. This predator has the longest canine teeth, in proportion to its head, of any living cat, making the clouded leopard something like a modern version of a prehistoric saber-toothed cat. The massive muscles in its mouth stretch right over the back of its skull, helping this deadly predator clamp down on prey with a formidable killing bite. Weighing up to 154 pounds, 70 kilograms, the green anaconda is the world's heaviest snake. It is slow and cumbersome on land but more agile in water, where it watches for prey with its eyes just above the surface. This formidable predator kills by constriction, tightening its coils around its victim and squeezing so hard that it stops its pre's heart from pumping blood. Great white shark. One of the ocean's biggest top predators, the great white shark has the power to kill mammals the size of elephant seals and baby whales. This shark disables its biggest prey with a huge bite, then it may wait for the victim to bleed to death before devouring it. The harpy eagle is one of the largest raptors in the world. Up to 1/3 of prey taken by this huge rainforest eagle are slow-moving sloths, but it can also catch speedy monkeys. Most sloth prey are caught when they climb into treetops. This hunter easily spots them and makes its swooping attack. Southern cassowary. Found in rainforests, this flightless bird weighs up to 128 pounds, 58 kilograms, and is one of the largest birds in the world. It prefers to stay hidden in the undergrowth, but if cornered, the southern cassowary can kick out with both feet at once, and its long, sharp claws on its inner toes can rip open an attacker's belly. Komodo dragon. The world's biggest lizard, the Komodo dragon is at the top of its food chain on the tropical island of Komodo, Indonesia. An adult dragon ambushes prey as big as deer. It attacks with a slashing bite and sharp claws that leave prey badly wounded. Most victims die quickly from shock or blood loss. The reptile then gorges on meat and bones, and later regurgitates the indigestible hair and horns in a slimy pellet. The biggest Komodo dragons sometimes prey on smaller ones. Leopard seal. In freezing Antarctica, carnivorous leopard seals hunt anything they can overpower, including other seals. Their tactics change through the seasons. When penguins are breeding during the summer, the seals lurk between the ice floes to catch and devour the birds that are fishing to feed their chicks. Giant Pacific octopus. Found in cold ocean waters, this creature has the biggest arm span compared to other octopus species. It combines brain and brawn to grab anything tasty that comes within its massive reach. A trash pile next to its underwater lair contains the remains of its victims. It eats animals up to the size of small sharks and even the occasional seabird. Osprey fish can be slippery prey, but the osprey is superbly adapted for catching them. It plunges into the water from heights of 98 feet 30 meters and uses its long, bare legs to reach below the surface. Spiny pads in its feet and its long talons help it to grip a fish. The osprey's nose valves close during a dive to stop water entering its nostrils. Peacock mantis shrimp. This colorful crustacean hides at the bottom of coral reefs and packs a deadly punch. The peacock mantis shrimp holds a pair of solid clubs under the front of its body. When a crab wanders close, the shrimp swings the clubs with the speed of a bullet to hammer its victim's shell to pieces. It has the strength to smash the glass of an aquarium. Parenta. Australia's largest lizard has a tail that is longer than the length of its head and body. The parenta uses its tail to swipe at an attacker, with a force that is said to be strong enough to break a dog's leg. Although it prefers smaller prey, it can overpower anything up to the size of a small kangaroo using its sharp teeth and claws. No other reptile grows as big as the saltwater crocodile. It lives along coastlines, and unlike other crocodiles, regularly swims out to sea. Victims are ambushed at the water's edge, then dragged beneath the surface and drowned as the reptile spins around and around in a so-called death roll. This large predator then feasts on the victim, tearing up large chunks. The biggest of these crocodiles can weigh more than 2,200 pounds, 1 ton. The secretary bird gets its name from the crest of black feathers in its head, which resemble the quill pens that secretaries once used. This long-legged relative of hawks and eagles kills its prey by stamping on them with its thick feet. Anything small enough is then swallowed whole, while larger prey is held down by the toes and torn apart with its hooked bill. A Siberian tiger's dagger-like canine teeth, the longest of any cat, are adapted to kill. When animals clash, size and strength can help them stay alive. Many wield physical weapons, such as teeth and claws, with lethal effects, both in predatory attacks and in self-defense. The biggest kinds of living cats are tigers that live in the cold, snowy forests of Asia. The Siberian tiger is an expert at creeping close to its prey before swiping the victim to the ground with its sharp claws. The biggest deer are strangled with a bite to the throat. Sperm whale. Many giant whales feed by straining small ocean plankton, but the sperm whale prefers meatier prey. It is the biggest living animal with teeth, used for biting larger prey. This deep-sea hunter dives down to 1.2 miles, 2 kilometers below the ocean surface, holding its breath for more than an hour, in search of its favorite food, deep-sea squid. Giant squid found in the darkness of the deep ocean, this lethal hunter is one of the biggest animals without a backbone. Its 8 muscular arms and 2 tentacles, the longest of any squid, have suckers for catching prey. Once caught, the prey is torn apart with the squid's hooked beak. Tasmanian devil. This marsupial can be easily identified by its eerie screeches late at night. Despite its short legs, the Tasmanian devil can roam up to 6 miles, 9 kilometers, to eat. It relishes a carcass as much as fresh meat. A large group of devils will squabble noisily over a dead animal, crunching its bones with amazingly strong jaws. For its size, the Tasmanian devil has the strongest bite of any mammal. The viperfish has the longest teeth in proportion to its head than any other fish. In its dark ocean habitat, this ferocious predator uses its impressive teeth to ensure that its prey doesn't escape. The long fangs close around a struggling target like a cage, trapping the victim before it is swallowed whole. The wolverine looks like a small bear but is really the biggest member of the weasel family. Although it usually eats from carcasses left by speedier wolves, when animals are hindered by thick snow, it can bring down prey as big as reindeer.